The Tanya Mullings Show on G98.7.
Naomi Cowan comes from a musical royal family, daughter of gospel singer Carleen Davis and producer-songwriter Tommy Cowan. Music is definitely in her blood. She brings you the blend of reggae, R&B, Afro beats, and of course, we can't left out the dancehall. She is funny and she likes to eat snacks, and it doesn't even show on her. I'm so jealous. And guess what? She cute and nice. Naomi Cowan, are you on the line, my girl?
Hi, Tanya, what's up? I am here.
I'm here, girl. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm actually, I am currently, celebrating my sister's birthday.
Yes.
So it's good. I'm doing well,
And you're not at home in Jamaica. You are in Miami right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I popped out. It was a very spontaneous decision, but sometimes you just have to live in the moment and celebrate the people you love.
Yes, you have to. And you know what? I'm going to claim you because you are a Canadian citizen. You're ours.
Yes. Oh, my God. I'm really, really looking forward to. I see that Ontario is locked down so badly. And, oh, God, I would love to just come and spend some time in Toronto and be in the city. I get so much energy and inspiration from Toronto. But unfortunately, circumstances are a little bit.
Exactly, and you used the word right there, energy, and you are definitely bringing the energy with this track in the background right here. The New York Times calls it "Energy is an ingenious track." Big
Thank
things.
You.
I love this one. We ran it last week, and I'm like, this is pure fire, girl.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that because I love the song too, and it's a long time coming. We wrote that song in 2019. And had it sitting down, and decided to lead this year with it as my lead track for the year. And I am happy that people are receiving it because it definitely is. A lot of people have not heard me like this before.
Yes.
And but it's also a representation of who I am that you just haven't had a chance to experience musically. So I'm glad that you like it. And the production. Izzy Beats is very talented. And there's a reason why he's so successful, and he's been successful since Toast. So he's one of the best producers I've ever worked with, hands down.
Nice. And you are also working alongside Major Laser's Walshy Fire.
Yes,
yes.
I am.
Yes.
I am. Yeah, so Walshy Fire and I got together last year during when the pandemic had really started. And, of course, everywhere was just shut down. No movement, no flying, no this, that, whatever. And so we just decided to start making music together. We realized that we connected creatively on many levels. And he said, man, I've always wanted to work specifically and directly with an artist from Jamaica over a long time period, over a consistent period of time. And he said, can we just start? And we just started, and here we are. We're actually releasing a mixtape in June as well as an EP later in the summer. And we have so many songs recorded that we're releasing one song a month, right?
Nice.
So we just released the second song called Lucky Me, and Energy was the first one.
Yes, and the mixtape is called Stargirl.
Yeah.
Nice. And I was actually watching IG Live with you and Walshy, and I love the talk you were having about Walshy allows you to be the artist like yourself. He brings that out of you, like, be yourself. How important is that to you? And actually, you could tell other artists will understand what that means to be able to be your real self.
Yeah, it is. I think being yourself and being comfortable in your own skin and not being ashamed of everything that makes you who you are, I think is important for all artists and all people in general, because the more and more you mask who you are and I feel like you try to fit a mold, or you try to please others, or you try to whatever, all you're doing is betraying yourself. And in a way, you starve the inner light, the part of you that needs to be fed, And so I know for me, that's one of my biggest lessons, and which is one of the reasons why I've chosen to really do music, is because I feel the most like myself when I'm living the life of a musician and an artist and a businesswoman in this industry. you know?
Yes.
And it's just so important and it's important to find and connect with people that allow you to be you. And you will know, it's very easy to tell when people are not, when they're trying to make you into something that you're not, because your soul kind of picks it up, your discernment picks it up. So somebody saying, oh boy, you know, say you should do this, that, and you should do this, that, and you should do this. When people come to you with that kind of argument, that what you should do and what you should do, and it's not resonating with you, and you know that they're not for you.
Exactly.
You know?
That's just like how the record companies try to mold you, and then you can't be the artist you want to be.
Right. I mean, and the truth is, the record labels, what they have in mind, I mean, for the most part, it kind of works. But then what will happen is an artist 5-6 years later will be unhappy and dissatisfied, and then they're struggling for the rest of their career trying to refresh their image or their sound or whatever because of what the labels had made them do. And then so they end up being so dissatisfied in the long run, trying to fight to show their fans who they really are. So, that's one thing I really appreciate about working with Walshy, is that he appreciates me for the unique and quirky parts of who I am, and he sees that as he sees those things as an asset and wants me to put that into my music, wants me to put that into my branding. You know, I've never really had someone musically that saw those things in me and actually thought it was a good thing. I always just feel like I had a lot of voices around me were trying to maybe, you know, oh, you need to be more like this person, or you need to don't post anything too silly. You want people to take you seriously, and don't post, you know, like I've had those kind of energies around me, and, you know, they're no longer around me, right? Because it wasn't connecting.
Yes, exactly. I know what you mean. Like, you have to be somebody you're not, don't want to be. Now you're like, this is me, guys. This is me. Take me how I am. I know exactly. You're able to express yourself. I had one question for you, and you probably get this a lot. Do you find was it easier for you or harder being the daughter of Carleen Davis? Did you feel a pressure, or you do your own thing?
I always do my own thing, right? But it is harder. I'm not going to lie. It is harder. Let me tell you. I don't even like to say that it's harder because I'm gay, right? And I was born into something spectacular, and you know, there's nothing I could have done to change that. I can't change who I was born from and who I am, you know. But there are some challenges because it's harder for people to accept you sometimes. Maybe they might think that you come into this thing, you're better than people, or you know, they think that you might be stuck up, or you're, you know, conceited, or whatever the case is. I get a lot of that, but at the end of the day, the benefits far outweigh the quote unquote disadvantages. I just see those things as a challenge because, you know, sometimes if I'm performing and I can see that there are people in the audience that have never seen me perform or whatever, I know that they're looking at me like, all right, let's see what she's coming with. Let's see, you know, they kind of look at you funny, and they're watching you, but when you reach the chorus and they see that you can sing, and they see that you know what you're doing, and they see that you're a good performer, they're like, oh, all right then, and then they kind of warm up to you by the end of the song. So
she have it.
Fine. Yeah, man, they want to see if you have it.
Yes.
I don't feel a pressure necessarily from my parents at all.
Yes.
And I don't really feel too much of a pressure from society, but I can pick up on the little things.
Yes. But what I really mean is, like, people don't realize just because your mother is Carleen Davis and your father is Tommy Cowan, you still have to do the work. It doesn't come easy. You have
absolutely.
To work.
They can't do it. They can't do it for me. I mean, the time that they spent in the music industry was a different time from now, and there's nothing the only thing they can do is offer me feedback, give me, you know, constructive criticism. But at the end of the day, it's still up to me. It's still in my hands, and it's up to me to wake up every day, put the work in, and do what I have to do, right? So, you know, you can be the daughter or son of God knows who.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, your destiny is really in your own hands.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying a lot of people, and I go back, a lot of people think it's a handout, and she gets where she is because of that and this and that. And the people have to realize you get up and you put in the work, and you have put in the work.
Yeah.
You know, and
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, big up yourself, girl. Energy is fire. I want you to talk a little bit about Lucky Me, and we're going to make sure we get that one on before we get out of here. But introduce that Lucky Me for me.
Yeah, man. So Lucky Me is the second single off of the Stargirl mixtape, and it is an R&B reggae song. And unfortunately, it's about a breakup, you know. And I came up with this hook because I personally always find it advantageous when something doesn't work out in a relationship or in anything. But because when it doesn't work out, then you know it wasn't meant for you. Like in Jamaica, we say, "What for you can't unfor you," and so it's like I've always tried to see the positive side of those kinds of things, and as well as the positive side of failures and that stuff. And so what the song is saying, lucky me, you know, I learned a lesson and I'm stronger for it. And at the same time, it kind of tells the story of like a toxic relationship that's hard to get out of. You know, when you're in a relationship and you break up and you get back on it, this one is a round and round in circles, you're running around in circles, and you kind of texting the person, you delete the text, and you know, it speaks to all of those things that we go through right now, that a lot of people go through. So I love the song. It's featuring Runkus, a talented artist from Jamaica, produced by The Wizard, she's a female producer from Jamaica, also the daughter of Barry Hammond. Don't tell her I tell you that because she would kill me.
Whoa, big things. I didn't know that. You taught me something.
Yes.
Nice.
And Runkus' father is also an artist. His dad is Determined, was a dancer artist.
Yes, know him too.
Yeah. So we didn't do that on purpose, but when I think about it, I was like, oh my goodness, we're all children of the reggae legacy, and it's awesome because we work so well together. And I have more songs coming out with Wiz as well.
That's so nice. That's why I say I love that too. I've been supporting a lot of the up and coming artists, and they all come from, musical background, and it's a great thing. But before we get out of here, girl, can you give me a station ID G98.7?
Yes, G98.7, and this is Lucky Me featured Runkus and the Wizard. I'm Naomi Cowan. Love to you.
Love to you, girl, always. Thank you so much for calling in and keep blazing the music.
Thanks, Tanya.
Big up yourself.
Care.
Love.
Bye.
Emotional, you shoulda ghost me, know you haunted. Why we always emotional, yeah, why you asking who's calling?
Who's calling?
4 in the morning, why we toxic? Lucky me, she this type of paragraph and drop it. Lucky me, thought this love was concrete, why you block me? Lucky me, yo, why you hang up just to call me back? What the fuck?
Who's calling?
She lucky my answer, lucky my bring the loving for kill with anger, she send a longer.
Why you break up on your break my back and be the concept?
Quench you on defense, I share back, but call me anchor. Me never home for calm my phone because she call me bet your mom and daddy know they love me too. From puppy love and now we have a puppy too.
Miss me with the BS and the ugly mood.
BS, I love you too and lucky you,
Lost and never.
The Tanya Mullings Show on G98.7.